no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a top-5 team in this conference taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air. It's Batir. Flips it out in the flat. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Wheeler. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense has the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for him today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And off from the shotgun. Wide open spaces. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. When they keep their physicality and assert their physicality. The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. Play action. He's going to take off. It's a seam wide open. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for room. It's Ott. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air on second down. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Going up top. He's got it on the outside. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile. But it's...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in, it's Lewis. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The short hands, it's Moss. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Udo. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Turning on the Jets. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
And the Sun Devils are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Finds his big tight end. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The inside handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Burks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Lots of times these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the ring.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have...
Just steamrolling the defense. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Levin. Makes the catch. It's Moss. Oh, out of space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Burks. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Using his legs, it's Ott. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front.
He's loose. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The give as they work on that clock. There he goes! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, Understanding circumstances, they are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He might want another play. With the run on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. After the run, now to throw. Buying some time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense defense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dana. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender.